the book of it's the book of Matthew chapter 24. The point is verse 12, and it reads, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to call Loyim La Yahweh, God Shem Yahushai, God Shem Hakodash, double honors to the elders, to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim, across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. So shalom to the Akim and the Akwat out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edified. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad. And the other nations appearing. The land of other nations appearing like the other nations, but subscribe to this truth. To you, say shalom. Brother Yahusap, I've met you with another lesson through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. This lesson is inspired, pretty much it's inspired through an article I saw, which I'm going to read the title, highlighted. I don't know how much of the article I'm going to bring out. May bring a little bit of it out since I only got like 4 precepts. But nonetheless, just show you the times we in. The scriptures talk about in the last days, perilous times shall come, which I got on deck. But we can go back into Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It reads, I'm reading the NLT. It says, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. So when you go into that word cold, it's a Greek word meaning saku, or spelled like psycho though. It's saku. And pretty much you see it, the mindset of the people is, setting the stage for the mindset of the people. I was listening to a particular brother video lesson yesterday, and he was going into how DJ Truck, the scriptures talk about in the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, how the ruler of the city is, so is the people. And he pretty much used that to illustrate how, because DJ Trump is pretty much not regarding, it's supposed to be checks and balances with the government, I got that at a young age. I was kind of fascinated with, not fascinated, but I was good at social studies. You know what I mean? I'm good at like researching, and I've always been good at stuff like that. So that was an easier subject to get for me. Well, like I know a lot of brothers said that they didn't even like reading until they came to reading the scriptures. Show you how powerful the book is. With that being said, because of what's supposed to took place in England and the settlers and whatnot, they wanted to get away from the tyranny of government, but showing you how these governments, that's why the scriptures talk about Yahweh government will be on his shoulders, because it's going to be organized from the heavens, it's going to be in complete perfect order, but these false governments, it'll always be corruption. And long story short, it's supposed to be a system of checks and balances within the government to know, like the president's supposed to have a way for, the legislative branch, or, they all supposed to hold a certain amount of power, so no branch is more powerful than the other. But you got with this Trump administration, they're just pretty much doing what they want. And that was what the brother was going into. And pretty much being that they're doing what they want, that's putting the spirit on the people to do what they want. And you got a lot of brothers that do, like the brothers say, in the news. They do a lot of in the newses, or just go into the current events. A lot of brothers do that. I do a lot of videos just on the spirit, in the spirit of judgment. I'm trying to, because everything is balanced. Trying to, do videos on, the opposite of that. Because deliverance is sometimes, that's the opposite of being judged, or being preserved rather. So I need to get back into the habit of that, because everything again, false balance is abomination to Yahweh Shema Shai. With that, all this being said, not to veer too far off the subject. Point being, as the ruler of the city is, so is the people. So pretty much, if the ruler's corrupt, and he was going into how pretty much what DJ doing, because when you really figure out politics, that's what I did a long time ago. Just so happened somebody we grew up with became a politician of the city, and I was like, God damn, this shit corrupt, and everybody was with it. You know what I mean? And that city suffered for that. Now they got a person in position which is a female, and my brother used to always say how women are more by the book. You would rather go in front of a male judge with a domestic violence case than a female judge, because a woman is not going to look at it uh, from based on the male's perspective. She's gonna look at it from that female's. Although the female could be dead fucking wrong. You get what I'm saying? A male might sympathize with you, even though they work for the system, because they know some of that shit, some of them laws are by. Not some of them, a lot of them. You know what I mean? So this again is a corrupt system. You know, when the Lord opened my eyes to the fact, you know, your symbol of justice in this wicked ass place is a blind bitch with some scales that's uneven. When you take the time to look at that symbol, like that means that justice in Babylon the Great, aka America, is not only blind, but the bitch is unfair. So, you know, when you look at what's going on in the news, you got people killing their whole family, people killing their children. You know, scriptures talk about a man's foes will be that of their own household. And to show you in the last days, the scriptures talk about spirits created for vengeance. You know, the Lord is unleashing some demons out here for real. And when you just read the title of this, it really is deep. It says, "Dad admits to raping newborn baby, killing her while wife out buying diapers." That couldn't be nothing but a demon. Now, although that didn't happen in Babylon the Great, something's happening in Babylon the Great. It's as horrific, if not more horrific. A South African father, you know, then you got this Elon Musk, has admitted to the murder of his 1-week-old daughter after he sexually assaulted her while they were alone in their home. You know, if you really into that, you can go check it out. Tragically, the baby girl succumbed to head injuries at the hospital after Fiera forcefully pushed her head against a hard surface. He excused his barbaric behavior by claiming he was unhappy being left to care for the child by Brand. So pretty much, he was so unhappy that he had to take care of his child. That's spiritual too, because I was watching like this video. You know how they be having the little short snippets of videos for movies or whatnot. You know, I was watching a video and the guy pretty much, you know, the child's mother left the child with him. He denying the baby, and he pretty much didn't want to deal with the child. He was going to leave the child, and the child broke down, and he went back. You know, he had to change her. He went back and got the baby. So for this to even come up, you know, although we know it's an algorithm, certain things you say end up in your feed, and this is the society they're trying to create. You know, a Black Mirror society where you, what's that, a million credits. The one with the one guy from Get Out. Your life consists of pretty much being a power supply for this fucked up system. Oh my God. Well, you just take the time to really just like sit back and think about that for a minute. That'll make you want to hurt somebody or hurt yourself. You know, but if you are of Yahweh Shem Shai, you know that those spirits of suicide are usually demons for real. That's a demon, you know. And if the Lord got you set up to do something, to do his work, you're going to push through that, persevere through that. You know, I could say at one point in time, I was suffering from that, you know. That's how heavy spirits come. Having these crazy ass thoughts, you know. Like how Paul said, you know, he wanted to be back at pretty much at rest with Yahweh Shai. But it's needful for you know the congregation for him to pretty much do the work. But not to digress. So you know what I mean, that this is what out here, and this is the mindset of the people. Selfish, vain. Matter of fact, the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. I'm gonna just get the point. 2 Timothy chapter 2. So like it's 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1, and it reads, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Going to that word perilous is kalipes, and that means pretty much fierce or harsh or difficult or dangerous. It's hard to bear, hard to do, hard to survive. You know, skipping to verse 3, it says, "Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, without self-restraint." So, you know, especially with the different opportunities going away, because they want this spirit out here. That's why they're taking away your comfortability. It was spiritual because the elder was going into Revelations where he's talking about the woman being in the wilderness and being fed from time. I forgot exactly how it's worded. I don't want to butcher it, but for time and times, roughly paraphrased. And he said pretty much how we were taken care of by this devil in his system, but that was only for a time period. And the elders' words are coming to they're manifesting basically because of the fact we seeing those benefits being taken away from now, taken away from those right now in real time. Scriptures talk about that, and I think in the Apocrypha, that have received benefits but have not known me. The Lord is taking care, and then you got people that don't even trust in or believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, especially 2/3 of our people. A lot of people are gonna be sadly mistaken in that day. I know a female when I was homeless, and she got shit. Yeah, Babylon the Great, Babylon the Great give a female some shit. That's why they was gonna give Oprah her own, which they did, gave her her own station before they gave Bill Cosby one. Bill Cosby was supposed to have his own station before Oprah, but because they'll never let a nigga, elevate to a degree in the society. And the thing is, he sold his soul. I remember what was the movies with him and Sidney Poitier, another devil, or Salaki, another demon. Well, deceiver, another devil, demon that pretty much portrayed itself one way to his people, but then pretty much was another way. All in Esau's Edom system. I forgot what was the name of the movies that they made, but it was him and Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. They both was pretty much Freemasons. They show you in the movie. And then Bill Cosby had a movie with Leonard, I think, or something like that. And they say that pretty much in that movie it showed him do something Masonic. Now, I've been trying to find this scene and I can't find it. So, when the Lord want to reveal stuff, he'll reveal it. And when he don't, he doesn't, But again, with the mindset of the people being like that, if this man did that to his own child, what do you think he has in store for a person that is not of his family, And that's why the scriptures say, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. So if you was called into this truth, you'll know you are the chosen by if you endure all your personal trials and tribulations as well, the things that the Lord is about to set before the whole world. Scriptures talk about a time of Jacob's trouble. This is the book of Daniel chapter 12. And this just paints a picture of how badly we're going to need salvation. Like the elder brother from the West Coast was saying. He said, pretty much when you go into what this devil got and the technology and the mindset and the spirit that's going to be on the people, he said, just imagine, an individual, you're going to need something beyond yourself. You got Esau, Edom that's basically training and practicing. And you got brothers that train. A man should be able to, it's certain attributes about a man. A man should be able to handle his own, take care of himself, provide and do certain things for his family. These are attributes of a man. Not wholly making a man, but, because a man really goes back to what a man's going to stand for, his integrity, Then you'll find out what type of man he is, And we all know, like the beloved elder was saying about, he constantly quotes that movie or that documentary, or we talking about Orson Welles, I believe he said that the prophet is the most high Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua's man. And that's why, the true prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua are going to stand in great boldness in that day, And things are going to get a lot worse before they get worse. You can see it. These people are so preserved with demons and parasites. They not, man, listen. These people don't know how to go without a fast. Yeah. I watch my children. My dad, and I don't even remember, my brother would tell us that. He was like how my father used to make us fast. And he never just set us down, you're fasting, but he would take away food. And I don't recall it. My memory is horrible. Like I said, I just remember one time we didn't have no food in the house, and my dad kept food in the house. There was one particular time we didn't have no food. I don't know what happened, and then I know it was one day he had to take and find something and cook to feed the house, which he did. He did the next day, food popped up. That's another thing about my dad. He didn't really sit up there and complain. That wasn't his way at all, But I could tell when something bothered him, because just like I would do, he would do. Like he would, when he would get frustrated, you know, he would go and disappear with my sister's car. So he probably was going to get, trying to run away from the problem. And I completely fear my father. It's funny because I got girls and I got to repeat myself 35,000 times. I'm like, but that, I know that's spiritual. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's spiritual because it's like, God damn, like, Salakia for the rant. It says, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, which Michael is one of the archangels, you know, Micah Allah, Micah, I think it's Micah Allah. He is like God, I believe. He is like the Most High. It says, and pretty much it's gonna get so bad out here that pretty much how about Shemi Shai is gonna have to send him. I believe he's the one of the archangels or the archangel directly underneath or under Yahweh Shai Mashiach. It's gonna get so bad that he's gonna have to send Michael to pretty much preserve and protect us. And I told these Jews to stop like 12 times. And at that time shall Michael stand. But notice how they did it while I'm doing a video. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. What they talking about is not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. It's multiple scriptures that go into a time of trouble. And you can see it now. It's manifesting. And that's why the Lord literally exposing and lifting this man's skirt and exposing him. You know what I mean? And that's the scary thing about it, because you can't even say that he just completely sold out. When you understand the truth enough, sometimes the Lord, just like the elder says, either you sold out or you spiritually blinded. You got individuals, when you look at the Gorilla Hebrew situation, that man literally cried on screen. I saw that video. Now, the wickedness you're doing, you don't even look at it and you're not even considering, okay, damn, I was doing this wicked ass act, so the Lord is judging me. You just up there, oh yeah, the much I gave up for this, for you niggas. That's how he said it. And that's the scriptures talk about the Lord putting a strong delusion on you. The scriptures talk about the deceived and the deceiver both being his, which is terrifying. Because when you take time to think about it, look at the power. Look at that man Mojo. That man literally, after all that and being exposed, you still got people willing to follow him. When if the spirit was dealing with you, you'd be trying to get far away from him, which I'm sure people left. But I believe the fact that the way that's probably a fad or a trend for a lot of individuals that follow Shikari. I would see that when I remember when we used to camp, you had, I don't know if they had Shikari here, but I do know they had IUIC, and it was another group, Israelite camp, because the brothers that was the head of the camp pretty much came, and pretty much the Lord, that's what the Lord was dealing. The Lord had them coming. Well, I ain't saying the Lord ain't dealing. The Lord, I don't know what the Lord doing for real. I just know, I pray that the Lord don't take away the spirit from me. I ain't even try to figure it out anymore. 2 Philippians chapter 12, seek out your own salvation. You know what I mean? I wish brothers the best, but at the same time, ain't nobody gonna strive for your crown for you. And I seen that the hard way, and it's true. I can help you fight, but I can't walk for you. I can't throw the punch for you. You gotta, which is a manly spirit to come in. You about to pretty soon be fighting to live, let alone push and endure to the end. But pretty much, brother came and, they submitted, they acknowledged the fact that, GMS had the truth, and then the Lord had them pretty much coming to the body, which was very powerful. But we would see, like, after camp, you'll see other Israelite camps, and brothers would be like Shalom or Shalom, and pretty much they'll just look at you like on an arrogant like level, especially IUIC. So, when you really understand this thing, we gonna be suffering these curses, to Yahweh Shemi Shai come back. The thing is, You seeing the southern and the northern kingdom come together right before your eyes as well. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So if you written in the book, you will literally be delivered from Jacob's trouble. You're gonna be preserved through all these different things. And if you're not written in the book, then you won't. It's plain cut. And that's how we gonna know. You know what I mean? Now the scriptures do tell you like little signs. Scriptures talk about being diligent. At the hardest, the hardest points, that's when you're supposed to fight the most. I was listening to the one brother from New Jersey, the two brothers. Cause I listened to both of them. The brother being in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, he was saying like in a race, you don't, it ain't at the last leg, you don't slow down. You pour it on more. You put your whole force behind it. You put your whole spirit into it. And then after the race, that's when you can take and lay on the ground and sit on the ground, get your water and whatnot. And this truth is likened onto a race. Hebrews chapter 12. So, that's fucked up what took place with that little baby. But at the end of the day, scriptures talk about whoever perished being innocent. Everything is set up by Yahweh Shem Shai, and that was a judgment for whatever reason. This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 18. We know that whosoever is born of the Most High sinneth not, but he that is begotten of the Most High keepeth himself, and that wicked one toucheth him not. Because the wicked one don't got him. Yahweh Ba Shem Shai has him. That's why you got sons of the Most High, sons of man, and sons of the wicked. Verse 19, and we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. Let's look into this word lieth real quick. Still talking. Oh my God.
Strong's G 2749. Kaimai.
Says to lie is used of the appointment of affliction for favor is rendered set. The verb is perfect tense used for the perfect passive. Okay. Says an infant of one buried of things that quality cover some of his things put or set in any place into which we often use to stand, a vessel of a throne of the site of a city, metaphorically, to be set, destined, appointed. So this world was appointed to be in wickedness. At the end. So the scriptures talk about us being lights. If the world filled with darkness, it's a movie called Gabriel. It's a low budget movie. You got the guy that played in if you ever say Spartacus, I think it came on Showtime. That was actually pretty good. And that guy ended up dying. The guy that played Spartacus, but he played in the movie Gabriel. I don't know if he died right afterwards or not, but it showed you pretty much how it was like pretty much angels was the ones that was actually had the world. They was left hand angels. They had the world in wickedness. And pretty much they called them arcs. And pretty much they were beacons of light, but they were fucked up in the fallen world. Which that's all a movie. Again, a lot of these directors be going to fuck off, like that movie Legion with Tyrese. That movie had a all-star cast, but it was a garbage ass movie, especially due to the fact that it was blasphemous, because they made it seem as if like the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai made mistakes, like he was ordinary. And that show you the mindset of these heathens, these Edomites, and the 2/3, lies in the power of the evil one is held in subjection by the devil. They say the whole world lieth in wickedness. It tells you in the book of Job 9 and verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. But it tells you, I'm going to end it with this, Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, tells you, is that Ecclesiasticus? I think it is. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 1, and reads, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And again, going back to the point that the brother was making from the West Coast about how, DJ Trump is in a certain kind of spirit, and that's going to put the spirit on these people. And that's why you're going to have so much lawlessness and continency and whatnot. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, which is Esau Edom, which is DJ Trump. Look at how much he done fucked up. Look at how much, chaos he has created. I ain't going to say he don't know what he's doing, but at the same time, he don't know what he's doing. You talk about America first and all this old shit, but it's really you first. That's why his policies he's pushing is all to create money. They talk about how he bringing these different policies. He's trying to places different hotels all around the world. And pretty much that's gonna create a spirit in the people. You up here, pretty much people are already suffering, and you're gonna create more pain for them. So you're gonna, the Lord put the spirit on me because I thought about it. Jake saying that they think that believers are all pretty much sealed. I don't know about that. I do know this, because we just talking as men. Nobody really knows the mind of the Most High, except for those that the Lord chooses to, open up His mind to, which I believe the Lord uses a particular cap to do that. There's too many things that be said by the beloved elders and elder brothers and, just men of, that most hated camp, and, it come to pass. I remember the elder saying the Lord gonna judge IUIC, and then what, a week later, they got chased. And like he said, to show you how you're not a spiritual individual, you didn't even sit back and contemplate. I was just listening to the elder from, where is they from? The particular elder though, and he was talking about how you got Jake that don't even consider Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You talking about you. He said, do you know like what your body gotta pretty much do in order? If your body was just one organ on your body was to just give out and say, oh, and I'm done, you is done. Like some of these major organs, you know what I mean? You got people that just have cardiac arrest. Their heart just stop pumping the blood throughout their body. But you got individuals that don't even consider that, An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The point, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that one that is profitable is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Mashiach, who you people in England call Jesus Christ, but whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Shah Mashiach. He's going to set him in over, this wicked ass, once, the earth has, proper management, this place will go back to being a paradise. Because right now, this place is like hell on earth. And we ain't really even seen nothing yet. Again, like, Jake still maintained it. They about to, you know what? My brother used to, when you get locked up, they make money off commissary selling you shit. But that also kind of puts your mind at ease. I remember one time my brother got locked up and my father gave him like, I think $20 to put it on his books in order for him to call so we could check and figure out what to do. Instead of my brother buying the phone card, he went and bought an envelope. So the phone card like $20, the envelope like $1. So then, we waiting, anticipating them sending the letter. Calling, reaching out. Finally, this letter come, and he like, yeah, we like, what? We can't say nothing to him. We wondering like, what's going on? He like, yeah, I know y'all was waiting for me to call. He said, but he's like, nah, I ain't do all that. He said, he said, I'm about to be locked up. He said, I'd rather go ahead and buy something sweet. You know what I mean? To comfort himself. That's why the elders go into the comfort foods and whatnot. They taking away your ability to even buy candy and shit like that. Just something like that is about to affect the economy. You got stores, Bob and Pop stores, and these little quarter stores that thrive off of shit like that. You got a store at the corner that don't sell nothing but alcohol, candy and shit, and some ramen noodles. You know what I mean? Some bullshit. But now that you can't get certain things, and they already passed the law, now you ain't about to be able to get certain things with that, that snap. This, you know what I mean? So this is truly about to be a very miserable place. The birth of this place is truly leaving. And it's completely gone for some people. So in order to have hope and faith in something, it's gonna have to be something beyond yourself. You can't control what these devils doing. All you can do is sit back and pretty much, you know, you know, run and hide in the tower of Yahweh Shah. The scriptures tell you in the book of Proverbs that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it. Because the scriptures talk about evil and only evil behold is come. So if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of your power, whose true name in the Paleo-Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to call Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKodash, double honors to the elders, to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so. Now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Aqua to the listen and learning. Lord willing. This is edified. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth to you. Say shalom. Till next time, Lord willing. Shalom, shalom. Kwab Yasharala. Wath Lababah.